La 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 do 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 la. Hello, everyone. I still have not decided what I'm going to be doing yet about this channel. So you might be wondering what I'm talking about. So it's been 2 weeks since I last posted a video. Enough of my excuses and my sob stories. I'm going to figure out a schedule for my videos that is practical, that is a realistic goal that I can adhere to so that you guys can have some regular kind of content on this channel. I do love to see your guys' comments. It makes me so happy when I get comments from you guys, especially from people that I don't know. I love getting comments from people I do know that are like supporting me in the making of this channel. And then it's even more fun when I see people that I don't know that, you know, send me a positive message about one of my videos, and then I'm like, I just feel so good inside when I see that, and it makes me so happy, and it just motivates me to keep making these videos. I'm going to make something that I can commit to this coming Monday, February 22nd, and you guys can hold me to that. If I don't have a video up here talking about what my schedule is, then you guys can shoot me. Alright, so on to the main event. So welcome to another Momentum Monday video. It's been 2 weeks. You guys have been missing me. Within those 2 weeks, there's been a lot of changes. In my vlog video, I'll go into a little bit more detail about this. So for today's video, in the past 2 weeks, I have been reading the marvelous novel, which is called This Is How I Read, by the way, and this is how I recommend everybody reading. If you're reading something that is nonfiction, that is within the personal development realm, I always recommend reading like this, with your notebook in the book, like so that you can take notes of what you're reading while you are reading it. I also highlight the book as I am reading, because if you do take personal development seriously, then you don't want to read these books, you want to study them. You don't want to skim over things, you want to actually look at what you're reading and be really absorbing it and be really taking things into consideration. I'm not going to go into too much detail of this book. I have mentioned it in another one of my videos. It is Robert Greene's Mastery, and the basis of the book is talking about becoming an expert in your field. I love it so far. I am enthralled. Chapter 1 is called Discovering Your Calling or Life's Task, and it talks about how you know, some people just know what that is, and some people it takes them a long time to figure that out. I was always a person who I always knew what it was. I always knew that music was my calling, that it was exactly what I was supposed to be doing. When I was 5 years old, there's a picture of me singing in the living room, singing into a plastic toy microphone. I remember for an 8th grade scrapbook project, I took that picture and put it beside a picture of me performing in the 8th grade at the piano, and it was like two like mirror images of me at 5 years old and me at like 13 years old, or however old you are in the 8th grade. I looked at that picture and I said, this is it. This is it. This is what you are supposed to do. You are destined to do this. And what I found is that throughout life, I have been the one to make so many excuses as to why I haven't done it yet, why I'm not going to do it yet, why it's not the right time. And maybe I just wasn't ready before, but now I am ready. It's all pieces of the puzzle of life that fit together in ways that you don't really understand at the time, or you don't think that you understand at the time, but eventually at one point in your life you will understand, and you will know why you were put into each situation, and you will be able to figure out where you're gonna go next, and you will be confident in the next step. And right now I am confident in the next step. I know where I'm going, I know where I want to be, and I know that I'm going to do it no matter what. I now realize that it's not my circumstance that determines my outcome, it's me. Literally, reading this book just made me even more confident in what I was doing. I was already taking steps in that direction, but every page that I turn in this book, I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm doing the right things here. I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like the steps that I'm taking are the right ones. And you know, a year or two ago, I was second guessing everything that I was doing. I was like, is this right? Is this what I'm supposed to do? Am I in the right place? You know, I don't feel confident in my space right now. I don't feel confident in the environment that I'm in. I don't know if I'm making the right decisions. I feel like my life is just crumbling around me. I feel like other people's expectations are being put on me. And now I don't care. I know what I want and I'm working towards it. And that moment will come eventually when you are ready. The next chapter, this is chapter 2, which I'm on, is the ideal apprenticeship. Basically, it talks about putting things into practice and making moves towards what you want to do. It's the part where kind of like fear strikes in for most people when you actually start doing things, because everybody can envision their perfect life. Everybody can be like, yes, this is what I want to do with myself, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be fabulous, and I'm going to own a restaurant, and I'm going to fly across the world, I'm going to be a pilot, I'm going to be a singer, I'm going to be a writer, it's going to be fabulous. Once you actually get into the plane to start flying, you're like, oh my god, I'm actually above the ground. Or once you actually get on stage for the first time at an open mic night, you're like, oh my gosh, people are gonna hear my original music for the first time. This is so scary. And that's where fear strikes in. And that's where most people give up. I know I'm not the best vocalist. I know I'm not the best guitarist. I know I'm not the best pianist. But I can play the guitar. I can play the piano. I can sing. I can write songs, and I'm confident in what I can play. I'm confident in what I can sing. I'm confident in what I can write, and that's all that matters. And that is when you are ready. And it doesn't matter what you do. You could be walking on the moon or studying insects. Whatever it is, as long as you know that you're going to do it, you're going to do it. I feel so passionate about this subject because my entire life I was just trying to figure out, you know, where I was supposed to be, what I was supposed to do, and it was always right in front of me. I just didn't want to accept it. So if you have something that you're passionate about, but you feel like, you know, it's not practical or you're never gonna make it, stop all your negative self-talk and just believe in yourself. And if you really want to do it, do it. If you know what your dream is, go for it. And for the people that don't know what it is yet, you'll find it. And just trust that you'll find it and you'll be happy. I was a bold-faced coward. I knew what I wanted to do since I was 5 years old. I was just too afraid to do it. I just kept telling myself it wasn't possible. But it's possible. It's so possible. And before I kumbaya this thing, I'm gonna end it on that note. Just believe in yourself, guys. Just believe in yourself and do what makes you happy. Do what you love. Thank you guys for spending another Momentum Monday with me. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to this channel. Yeah. Thanks. Love you guys. Sometimes you just have those days where you just don't feel like that positive. You just don't feel like